So, picture this. It is exactly 7 in the morning.
Oh, the worst time.
Right. Your phone alarm is like screaming next to your ear. It is a loud, angry ring, ring, ring.
Yeah, that sound is terrible.
It really is. So you open your eyes, the light is bright, and in the English language, in this exact moment, you have officially woke up.
Yes, you woke up.
But, and I think this is a mistake millions of English learners make every single day, you have not gotten up.
That is so true. It is a huge difference.
Exactly. So, welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are dissecting the hidden rules of your daily routine.
I am so excited for this one.
Me too. We are going to look at the exact words, the tiny grammar secrets, and the natural flow of talking about a normal day.
Yeah, it is a perfect topic for us to explore together.
Yeah.
Because, to build a strong English brain, you really have to start with the things you do every day.
Right. The simple actions.
Exactly.
The English brain. I really love that concept. Let me ask you, the listener, right now,
Yep.
How is your English brain today?
Is it ready?
Yeah, is it ready? Because our goal is to help that part of your mind become, big, healthy, and happy.
Definitely.
And to do that, I want to propose a theory. If you are learning English, your natural instinct might be to learn big, complicated words.
Oh, for sure. Everyone wants to sound smart immediately.
Right. You might want to talk about, international business or history or philosophy.
Yeah, heavy stuff.
But I think that is the wrong place to start.
I agree entirely. Why do you think it is the wrong place, though?
Well, because learning to speak English is, it's like building a house.
Okay. I like this analogy.
Yeah, so before you can build fancy rooms with beautiful windows and, expensive furniture, which is the philosophy, the business vocabulary, you need to build a rock-solid foundation.
Right. You need the basic bricks.
Exactly. You need the bricks. And the daily routine things like brushing your teeth or taking the bus or drinking a cup of coffee, those are the foundational bricks.
That is a very, very helpful way to look at it. Because if you think about human connection, the daily routine is completely universal.
Right. Everybody does it.
Yeah. Every person on this planet has a day. Everyone opens their eyes. Everyone eats.
So true.
If you meet someone from a completely different country, you probably do not start a new friendship by discussing complex political theories.
Oh, exactly. You do not walk up to a stranger and say, "Hello, let us discuss the economy."
No, that would be terrifying.
It really would be.
But if you can look at someone and say, "Oh, I'm so tired today. I need a strong cup of coffee."
Yeah, they immediately understand you.
Exactly. You connect on a basic human level. Being able to describe these, simple actions is the perfect starting point for any conversation. It's exactly how you make a new friend.
You share your simple life story, and they share theirs. So let us start laying those foundational bricks right now.
Let's do it.
Let us go back to that screaming alarm clock at 7 a.m. We need to explore the exact precision of English verbs in the morning.
All right, you mentioned the difference between wake up and get up.
Yeah, I want to dig into this, because to me, it feels like they should mean the exact same thing.
Well, it is a crucial difference, and it confuses so many learners because in many other languages, there is only one word for the whole morning of process.
Right, just one word for everything.
Yeah, but in English, we kind of separate the mind from the body. Let us look closely at wake up. To wake up means your physical eyes open,
Okay.
you stop sleeping, your brain turns on, the dreams stop, and you realize you are in your room.
Okay, so my eyes are open, but where am I?
You are still lying flat in your bed. Your head is on the pillow. You are covered in warm blankets.
Oh, okay, so I'm awake, but not moving.
Right. You have woke up, but you have not moved. Maybe you reach over and grab your phone.
Yeah, checking messages.
Exactly. You look at the screen. You look up at the white ceiling. You think about all the work you have to do today. You are awake. But that is it.
So my brain is active, but my body is, like, trapped in the blankets.
Yes, exactly. Now compare that to the phrase, get up.
Okay, what is the difference?
Well, get up is a purely physical action. It means you physically push the blankets away. You slide to the edge of the mattress. You stand up. Your feet touch the cold floor. And you leave the bed entirely.
Wait, I have an analogy for this. Tell me if this makes sense.
I'd love to hear it.
It sounds like waking up in the morning is like turning on a computer. Wake up is like the body's software booting up.
Oh, yes. The machine is powering on.
Right. The screen lights up. The brain is active. But get up is like the hardware actually moving. The robot is now standing up and walking across the room.
That is a brilliant analogy. I really like that. Software booting up means you wake up. Hardware moving means you get up.
It makes it so clear.
And this precision in English is not just for fun, you know. It allows us to explain the timeline of our morning very, very accurately.
Yeah, so let us look at the specific timelines from our source text to see how this works in the real world.
Okay, let's see.
We have two different people described. First, we have what is called the Supergirl routine.
Ah, the Supergirl.
Yeah, this person wakes up at 6:30 in the morning.
6:30 a.m. is very early. It implies someone who is, you know, highly productive.
Right, they wake up and they likely get up immediately to start their day.
No time wasted.
Exactly. But then we have the second person in our text, and this is the person I relate to much more.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This person wakes up at 7 a.m. The alarm clock rings loudly. He opens his eyes, so the software is on. He wakes up.
But he does not get up right away.
No, he does not. Not at all.
No, the text tells us he stays right there in bed for 15 very comfortable minutes.
Oh, those 15 minutes are the best part of the day.
They really are.
The bed is so warm.
They are comfortable, yes, but they separate the two verbs perfectly. For 15 minutes, he is awake, but he is not up.
Right. The hardware is still resting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Finally, at 7:15 a.m., he pushes the blankets away, his feet hit the floor. At 7:15, he gets up.
So if you are listening to this, pay close attention to the timeline. 7 a.m. eyes open, software on, wake up.
Yes.
15 a.m. feet on the floor, hardware moves, get up.
If you use these two phrases correctly, your English instantly sounds natural. It proves to the person listening that you understand the feeling of the morning, not just a list of vocabulary words.
Exactly. You are painting a picture of your life.
That's beautifully said.
Okay, so the feet are on the floor. We are up. The hardware is moving. Where to go first?
Usually the bathroom.
Right. The text gives us two specific bathroom rituals, washing and brushing. Let us start with washing.
The first action when standing at the bathroom sink is washing the face. And the text specifically mentions washing the face with cold water.
Cold water. Just hearing the word cold makes me feel a little bit more awake.
I know, right?
Why cold water? Why not nice, comfortable, warm water?
Well, you are throwing cold water directly onto your skin.
It is a physical action that forces a mental change. The text says it makes you feel very fresh.
Exactly. It shocks the software. It wakes up the brain even more.
So the face is clean, the brain is fresh. Next is the mouth, brushing teeth.
Yes. And brushing teeth introduces some excellent descriptive adjectives for us.
Oh, vocabulary time.
We have two very different options for toothbrushes described in the text. The first is a manual toothbrush.
Now wait, let us define manual. Does that just mean it uses your hands?
Yes, exactly. The word manual relates to hands. Like a manual car means you shift the gears with your hand.
Right.
A manual toothbrush means your hand provides all the power. You hold the plastic stick and you move your arm up and down, back and forth, brush, brush, brush.
You do all the physical work.
You do.
And the text describes this manual toothbrush as simple and cheap. You can buy one anywhere for $1.
Very easy to find.
But then there is the contrast, the other option, the electric toothbrush.
Yes. The text calls the electric toothbrush fancy.
Fancy, because it is a machine.
It is a machine, yeah, with a battery and a small motor inside. Oof. When you push the button, the brush head spins and vibrates incredibly fast.
Wow, so you don't even have to brush?
No, you do not have to move your arm back and forth. As the text explains, the electric toothbrush does all the work for you. You just hold it against your teeth.
So simple and cheap manual power versus fancy and expensive electric power.
Right.
This is a great way for you, the listener, to practice describing the objects around you. Are the things in your house manual or are they electric?
That's a great exercise.
Okay, so our face is washed, our teeth are clean, we are ready for the most important part of the morning.
Breakfast and beverages.
Yeah.
The food and the drinks.
Yes, and this brings us to a major grammatical trap, actually.
Oh, this is a big one. When learners talk about their morning food, they often make a very specific mistake.
What is it?
When speaking quickly, a student might say, I has breakfast.
I has. Let me try to understand the logic of this mistake. Is it because students learn the words he has and she has very early on?
That's part of it, yes.
And their brain just accidentally carries the word has over to themselves?
That is exactly the mechanism behind the mistake. The brain learns that has indicates possession or consumption for someone else, like he or she, so it misapplies the rule.
It makes logical sense, but it's wrong.
Right. English grammar is strict about the first person when you are talking about yourself. For yourself, you must always say, I have.
I have breakfast. Never I has.
Never. The correct phrase is, I have breakfast. Alternatively, you can use the more direct verb and say, I eat breakfast.
Okay, so both work.
Yes. Both I have breakfast and I eat breakfast are perfectly natural and correct.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So what exactly are we having or eating? Let us look at the typical morning menu from the text.
The classic breakfast mentioned is eggs and toast.
Oh, delicious.
It is a very traditional combination. The eggs provide heavy protein to fill the stomach. And the toast, which is bread heated until it is brown and crispy, provides carbohydrates for quick energy.
But the food is only half the story. The drinks are where the real morning magic happens.
Absolutely. The text compares two very different morning beverages. The first is, of course, coffee.
But not just any coffee. The text specifies strong, hot, black coffee.
Yes, and black coffee is an important vocabulary term.
What does black mean in this context?
When you order black coffee, you are telling the person making it that you want absolutely nothing added.
So no milk?
No white milk,
Yeah.
no sweet sugar. It is just the dark, bitter water from the coffee beans.
It is strong. It is bitter. The text actually says this specific type of coffee gives you power.
Power to start the day.
Oh.
But, coffee is intense, and it's not for everyone. The text provides an alternative for the morning routine, green tea.
Green tea. Just the name sounds peaceful.
It does. It is described as providing a healthy energy.
Okay, healthy energy.
Now, it is important to understand that green tea still contains caffeine, just like coffee. It still stimulates the brain.
Right, so it wakes you up.
Yes, but it is lighter. You drink hot water flavored by natural green leaves. Many people feel it is a much healthier choice for their body than heavy black coffee.
Strong, dark coffee for raw power, or hot green tea for healthy energy. You choose your fuel.
Exactly.
So we are fed, we are caffeinated. There is one final step before we can step outside. We have to put something on our bodies.
We have to get dressed.
Right. The phrase get dressed simply means to put clothes on your body.
But in the specific context of a morning routine, it implies a transition.
A transition. How so?
You are changing out of your night clothes and putting on your day clothes.
Oh, right. You have to take off your pajamas.
Yes, exactly.
Now, in English culture, pajamas are strictly for sleeping inside your house.
Strictly.
You do not wear your soft sleeping pajamas to the supermarket. You definitely do not wear them to work. You must change out of them.
That would be very embarrassing. The text gives us an example of a very simple, classic outfit to put on.
What is it?
A simple t-shirt and a pair of jeans.
A t-shirt and jeans. The hardware is dressed and ready. So you are dressed, you are caffeinated, the foundational bricks of the morning are built.
Built perfectly.
But now you have to actually leave the safety of your home. And the words we use to describe moving from our safe home into the chaotic workplace, they carry a surprising amount of linguistic weight.
They really do.
This is the second major phase of our day, the commute.
Ah, yes. Commute is a fantastic English word to add to your vocabulary.
Let's define it for the listener.
Your commute is the regular journey you take from your house to your place of work in the morning, and the journey from your work back to your house in the evening.
A daily journey. And it begins at 8 a.m. with the verb leave.
Yes, leave.
Our timeline says we leave the house at 8. This means closing the front door behind you and stepping out into the world. But how do we travel through that world? The text tells us to take the bus. And here, I have a question.
Okay, what is it?
Why do we use the verb take? If I take a piece of paper, I am physically holding it in my hand.
Right.
I am not carrying the bus. Why do we say take the bus?
That is a very observant question.
Yeah.
In English, we use the verb take for almost all forms of public transportation.
No, really?
Yes. You do not say, I use the bus. You rarely say, I ride the bus. You say, I take the bus.
But why? What is the logic behind it?
Well, think of it as taking an opportunity or taking a seat inside a shared space. When a vehicle is large, runs on a schedule, and is shared with many strangers, you take it.
Oh, I see.
You take the bus. You take the train.
Yeah.
You take the subway.
So if it is a big shared vehicle, the rule is to use take. Take the bus.
Exactly.
That is a great rule for you, the listener, to memorize. Now, the text gives us two very different types of commutes to compare.
Let's look at them.
The first person takes the bus. It is a 20-minute bus ride. What happens during those 20 minutes?
You sit down, you put on your headphones, you listen to music, and you relax.
It is passive travel. You sit, and the bus does all the physical work of moving you through the city.
Right. But the second person in our text has a very different commute. They do not take a bus, they walk to work.
A 10-minute walk.
Yes, and the text describes a 10-minute walk to work as being very lucky.
Why is walking lucky?
Well, because it provides good natural exercise for your legs, and more importantly, there is absolutely zero traffic.
Oh, traffic, the worst part of the day.
Let's explain traffic for the listener.
Yeah.
It means too many cars on the road, moving very slowly or completely stopped.
It is just a sea of cars.
Exactly. Traffic causes stress. It makes you late. When you walk, you do not care about cars. You are lucky because you control your own time.
The dream commute. Just a peaceful 10-minute walk with no angry drivers.
Very lucky.
So whether you passively take the bus for 20 minutes or actively walk for 10 minutes, you've eventually arrived at your job. The timeline says we start work at 8:30 a.m.
Start work is the most natural phrase to describe beginning your professional duties.
And what do we do first?
The text details the very first actions you perform when you sit down at an office desk.
Right.
First, you open the computer.
More hardware. You open the laptop screen.
And then the communication begins.
Immediately.
You check many emails. You read the messages people sent you while you were asleep.
Oh, so many messages.
Then you write emails back to them. You pick up the phone and make phone calls. It is a sudden rush of information.
Typing, reading, talking. And who are you communicating with? Who is around you?
The text introduces a highly important vocabulary word here. Coworkers.
Let us break that word down.
It is a compound concept. Co is a prefix that means together.
Okay, co means together.
And a worker is someone who works. So a coworker is someone you work together with.
Your coworkers. And the text has a very optimistic description of them.
What does it say?
It says your coworkers are the nice people you work hard with.
Oh, I like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
You spend 8 hours a day with these people. You share the daily routine with them.
You really do.
But because you are working so hard with these nice people, eventually your body runs out of fuel.
Actually.
The breakfast eggs are gone. The black coffee power is gone. The clock hits 12:30 p.m. It is lunchtime.
Lunch is the exact midpoint of the workday.
And the text presents two classic choices for how office workers handle lunch. What is the first choice?
The first choice is bringing food from home.
Ah, so you pack a little box in your own kitchen in the morning, carry it with you on the commute, and open it at your desk.
Right. The text suggests you might bring a sandwich or some pasta from the night before, or perhaps a light, healthy salad.
Now, I have to stop here because there's a wonderful, playful joke in the text about this exact food choice.
Oh, the salad joke.
Yes. When one worker mentions they are just eating a light, healthy salad, which is basically a bowl of green leaves, their coworker playfully teases them.
What do they say?
The coworker says, "You're eating like a happy rabbit."
That is a perfect visual idiom.
It really is.
Think about a rabbit in a garden. What does a rabbit do? It sits there and chews on lettuce and green leaves all day.
It just crunch, crunch, crunch.
So if you choose to eat a bowl of raw vegetables for lunch, your friends might joke that you are acting like a rabbit.
A happy little rabbit crunching on leaves. But the coworker who makes the joke explains why they cannot eat a salad.
Why not?
They admit that they have a big stomach that is always hungry. A big stomach demands heavy food, not just rabbit food.
So the second choice for lunch is leaving the office and going to a restaurant with your coworkers.
Exactly. At a restaurant, you can order hot meat, heavy bread, and rich foods to satisfy that big, hungry stomach.
It sounds like a great idea in the moment.
It does.
However, the human body has limits. There is a serious biological consequence to eating a heavy restaurant lunch in the middle of a workday.
Oh, the consequence is severe. I know this consequence intimately.
I think we all do.
You, the listener, absolutely know this feeling. The clock ticks forward. It is now 2 p.m. We have entered the danger zone.
The danger zone. The text calls this feeling the afternoon slump.
Let us analyze what happens at 2 p.m.
Okay, so your stomach is full of heavy restaurant food.
Right.
All of your body's energy goes down to your stomach to digest that food. Because of this, your brain loses energy.
Oh, I see.
You're sitting in a warm office, staring at a computer screen. You start to feel incredibly tired. You feel sleepy. Your eyelids feel heavy.
Your software is crashing.
Exactly.
You are awake, but barely. And the text introduces a phrase for the exact thing you want to do right now. You want to take a nap.
Let us define what a nap is, because it is different from sleeping at night.
Good point. What is a nap?
A nap is a small, short period of sleep. It happens during the daytime. Usually it only lasts for 10 or 15 minutes.
So short.
The goal of a nap is not deep rest. It is just to quickly recharge your biological battery.
A 15-minute nap is magic. It fixes everything. But, and there is a tragedy here, a terrible modern tragedy.
What is that?
You are at work, and you absolutely cannot take a nap at work.
No, definitely not. If your boss walks by and sees your head resting on your keyboard,
Yeah.
and you are sleeping at 2 p.m.,
You will be in trouble.
big trouble. Professional environments do not allow napping.
So you are trapped, you are sleepy, but you cannot sleep. You have to fight the heavy eyes. What are the alternatives? How do you survive the 2 p.m. slump?
Well, the text offers physical actions to fight the sleepiness. First, stretching.
Stretching.
Yes, you reach your arms high above your head, you stretch your back. This forces blood to move through your body.
Okay, getting the blood moving. What else?
Second, drinking water, specifically a large glass of cold water.
Cold water again?
Exactly.
Just like splashing the face in the morning, drinking cold water shocks the internal system and forces you to wake up.
It works every time.
Yeah.
And then you just have to use your willpower.
You force yourself to keep looking at the screen.
Yes. You push through the tiredness. You work through the slow afternoon.
You survive the slump,
Yeah.
and you keep working until you reach the ultimate goal of the day,
The magic hour,
5 p.m.
5 p.m. This is the moment of finishing work.
The text points out how universally happy this moment is.
Oh, everyone in the office smiles.
They really do. You close the laptop computer, you say goodbye to the nice coworkers, you walk out the door, and you begin the best action of the entire day.
Going home.
Yes, going home.
Going home is the psychological and physical reward for the hard work of the afternoon.
And this brings us to the third phase of our day. We have survived the commute, we have survived the grind, and now we are winding down. It is 5:30 p.m.
The evening routine.
Right. We are exploring the specific vocabulary of evening relaxation and night routines.
When you arrive at your front door at 5:30 p.m., you carry the stress of the day with you.
You really do.
You are tired from the commute. You are tired from the emails. The very first actions you perform inside your house are designed to change your state of mind.
It is a transition.
Exactly. You're transitioning from the public, outside world to the private, inside world.
So, what is the very first physical step in that transition? The text is very clear on this. Taking off shoes.
You open the door, you step inside, and you immediately remove your shoes.
Why immediately?
The text provides the logical reason for this.
No.
Keeping the house floor clean.
Ah, of course.
Think about it. Your shoes have walked on dirty city sidewalks, on the bus floor, through the office.
Yeah. The outside world is full of dirt.
Right. Your home is a clean sanctuary. The dirt must stay at the door.
The shoes come off, the feet are free, and then we return to hygiene. Washing hands.
Washing hands is crucial.
In the morning, we washed our face with cold water to wake up. In the evening, we wash our hands with soap and water to physically wash away the dirt of the workday.
The body is clean.
Now, the clothes. We must change out of our work clothes and put on what the text calls comfortable clothes.
Yes. The text also refers to them as home clothes.
Let's talk about home clothes. What are they? Because they are definitely not a business suit, and they are not the jeans we put on this morning.
No, they're much softer.
Yeah.
The text gives two perfect examples of comfortable home clothes, sweatpants and a loose t-shirt.
Let us describe sweatpants for the listener.
Sweatpants are pants made of soft, thick cotton. They are warm. Most importantly, they are not tight around your waist.
Oh, that is the best part. And a loose t-shirt gives your shoulders room to move.
They are the exact opposite of professional clothes.
When you take off your tight jeans and put on soft sweatpants, it is a psychological signal. You are telling your brain the workday is officially over. We are safe. We are comfortable.
It feels so good.
Okay, so we are in sweatpants. We are comfortable. But now the big stomach is hungry again. It is time for dinner.
The text explores the evening routine of cooking dinner. It uses the example of being a great chef in your own kitchen.
A great chef, making a meal like chicken and vegetables.
Chicken and vegetables. Cooking can actually be a wonderful way to relax.
It really can. You chop the vegetables, you hear the chicken cooking in the pan, the house smells amazing. It is a creative, fun process.
It is fun to create. However, the text deliberately contrasts the fun of cooking with the harsh reality of what comes immediately after.
Oh no. What is it?
The text calls it a duty.
Oh, the duty, the ultimate chore. Yes, you cannot just cook the chicken, eat the chicken, and walk away.
You know, you cannot. There is a consequence.
You have to clean up the mess. The text calls this doing the dishes.
To do the dishes means you must take the dirty plates, the dirty bowls, the forks, the spoons, and the cooking pans to the sink.
All of them.
Yes, and you must use hot water and soap to scrub the food off of them until they are clean again.
You created the mess, so it is your duty to clean it. It is a responsibility. Nobody really enjoys doing the dishes, but it must be done before you can truly relax.
Right. And once the kitchen is clean, the reward begins. Evening relaxation. The text lists several common methods people use to relax their minds after a long day.
What are they?
Sitting heavily on the soft sofa, watching a favorite program on TV, reading a good book quietly, or playing video games.
Sofa, TV, book, games. Those are all mental relaxation. But the text also brings up physical relaxation.
Yes, it does.
We talked about morning hygiene, the shock of cold water. Evening hygiene is the opposite. The text suggests taking a shower or taking a bath in the evening.
Taking a shower in the evening is not primarily about getting clean, though that is a benefit. It is a biological tool for relaxation.
How does it relax you?
Think about the warm water falling on your shoulders. It physically relaxes the tight muscles in your back after a long day of sitting at a desk.
Oh, that makes sense.
The heat lowers your stress levels. It prepares your body for rest.
Warm water soothes the system. Okay, so the dishes are clean, our muscles are relaxed, the day is ending. And here, listener, is where English grammar gets incredibly precise again.
This is a really fascinating point.
Just like the morning had that subtle difference between wake up and get up, the night has a massive distinction that you must understand. It is the difference between go to bed and go to sleep.
Yes, I want to break this down because it blows my mind.
It is an incredible nuance, and mixing these two phrases up will confuse a native speaker. Let us look at go to bed first.
Okay.
Go to bed is entirely an action of location.
Location, moving my physical body from the living room to the bedroom.
Exactly. Our timeline in the text says a person might go to bed at 10:30 p.m. This means they walk into the dark bedroom, they pull back the blankets, and they climb onto the mattress.
Their body is resting on the bed. But here's the trick. Are they sleeping?
No, not necessarily.
Right. You are in the bed, but your eyes are open. Your brain is active.
The text notes that after you go to bed at 10:30, you might turn on a small lamp and read a book for 15 minutes, or you might stare at your phone screen in the dark.
Which a lot of people do.
Yes. You are physically located in the bed, but you are performing an action.
So go to bed just means I changed my location to the mattress. My software is still running.
Exactly. Now, let us compare that to go to sleep.
Go to sleep happens later. In our timeline, it happens at 11 p.m.
So what changes?
Go to sleep is a purely biological action. You put the book down, your eyes feel incredibly heavy, you reach out and turn off the lamp, the room goes dark.
Amen.
You close your eyes, your breathing slows down, and the biological act of sleeping begins. Your brain turns off.
This precision is amazing. Go to bed is a location change. Go to sleep is a biological change.
Right.
So you, the listener, can now describe your night with perfect accuracy. If a friend asks what time you slept, you do not just say, I sleep at 10:30.
No, that would sound weird.
You say, I go to bed at 10:30, I read a book for 30 minutes, and then I finally go to sleep at 11. It paints a movie in the listener's mind. It is so descriptive.
It elevates your English, it moves you away from beginner phrases, and shows you understand the natural flow of time and action.
And speaking of the natural flow of time, this leads us to the most important structural lesson of our deep dive.
With structure.
Listeners, we have collected all the puzzle pieces of the day. We have the morning verbs, the office vocabulary, the evening routines, but we have a major problem.
A very big problem.
If we just list these puzzle pieces one after the other, we sound completely unnatural.
Knowing the vocabulary is only half the battle. How do you connect these vocabulary words so that your English sounds smooth, human, and conversational?
That is what we must solve now. Let me demonstrate the problem for you. The text calls this the robot problem.
The robot problem.
I am going to tell you about my morning using perfect English vocabulary, but without connecting the pieces. Listen to how this sounds. I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work.
It sounds like a machine speaking.
Beep, boop. I wake up, I wash face, I take bus. It is grammatically correct. Every verb is right. But it is entirely dry.
It is not how human beings tell stories to each other.
No, it is not. To solve the robot problem, The text introduces the secret weapon of native speakers. The secret is transition words.
Transition words. I call them the glue of language.
Glue is a perfect metaphor. Transition words are sticky. They connect your sentences together.
They act like bridges between your separate ideas.
And most importantly, they clearly show the listener the order of time. They tell the listener what happened first, what happened second, and how the story ends.
The text provides 4 key transition words for you to memorize today.
These 4 words will fix the robot problem immediately. Let's walk the listener through them. Word number 1, first.
First. This word is your starting line. It begins the sequence of events.
Word number 2, then.
Then. This is a simple bridge. It simply means the very next action.
Word number 3, after that.
After that. This functions almost exactly like then. It tells the listener that one action has finished and a new action is beginning.
And word number 4, finally.
Finally. This is the finish line. It signals to the listener that the sequence of events is coming to an end. It is the last action.
Okay, first, then, after that, finally. Let us apply this glue to the robot sentence. Let us use the morning routine from the text, but this time we will slowly inject the transition words.
Listen to how the rhythm changes. Listen to how smooth it becomes.
First, I wake up at 7.
Then I wash my face and brush my teeth.
After that, I have breakfast.
Finally, I get dressed and leave the house.
The difference is night and day. It is no longer a list of facts. It is a story. It flows like a river.
It sounds so natural.
Let's prove it works for the evening, too. Listeners, pay attention to the flow of these 4 sentences.
First, I finish work.
Then, I take the bus home.
After that, I cook dinner.
Finally, I go to bed.
Beautiful. By simply placing those 4 small words at the front of your sentences, you immediately sound more advanced, more comfortable, and highly natural in your spoken English.
The robot is gone. We are human storytellers again.
Much better.
Now, as we near the end of our deep dive today, the text provides a special Q&A section dealing with some very common, very dangerous mistakes that learners make.
Oh, yes. These are the linguistic traps you want to avoid.
Pitfall number 1, the confusing difference between make breakfast and have breakfast.
This is a classic point of confusion. Let us clarify the exact mechanism here.
Okay, lay it on us.
When you use the verb make, as in I make breakfast, the word make means to create, to prepare.
So the physical act.
Yes, it means you are physically standing in the kitchen. You are holding a pan. You are frying the eggs. You are pushing the bread into the toaster. You are creating a meal out of ingredients.
So make strictly equals cook or prepare.
Correct. The focus is on the creation. Now contrast that with I have breakfast. As we discussed earlier, have means to eat or consume.
Ah, I see.
It means you are sitting comfortably at the dining table, using a fork to put the food into your mouth. You are consuming the meal.
Let me make sure I understand this logic, because my instinct tells me that if I make something, it belongs to me, so I have it. But that is wrong, right?
That is wrong. Let me explain.
Let us imagine a scenario.
Yeah.
I could stand in the kitchen and make a giant plate of eggs and toast. But I could give that plate to my friend. My friend sits at the table and hits it.
Yes.
In this scenario, I make the breakfast, but my friend has the breakfast.
That is the exact scenario that proves the rule.
Yes.
The creator is not always the consumer. Making it does not mean eating it.
Ah.
Oh.
Let me try to use our brand new transition words to explain this grammar rule. First, I make the breakfast. Then, my friend has it.
That is a flawless use of both the transition words and the grammar rule.
Excellent. I feel like my English brain just grew a little bit. Okay, let us look at the second major trap in our Q&A section.
The text calls this the home preposition rule.
The home preposition rule? What is that?
This is a massive pitfall. It frustrates many students because it requires you to memorize an exception to a very common rule. Let's look at the normal rule first.
Okay, the normal rule.
In English, when you travel toward a specific destination, you almost always use the preposition to.
Right. It indicates direction. I go to work. I go to school. I travel to London. I walk to the supermarket. The word to is an arrow pointing at the destination.
Exactly. To is the directional arrow. But there is one major everyday exception that breaks this rule completely.
And that is the word home.
Yes.
Yeah.
You never say, I go to home.
Never say it. I go to home will make a native English speaker's ears ring. It immediately sounds wrong.
It does.
But wait, why? I love understanding the mechanics. Why is home the magic word that breaks the directional arrow rule? Why don't we use to?
It helps to think about how the word home functions historically in the language.
Okay, history lesson.
In this context, home is not functioning as a specific building or a dot on a map. It is functioning as an adverb of direction.
An adverb of direction. Can you give an example?
Let me give you an example. If you travel south, you do not say, I go to south. You just say, I go south. The direction is built into the word.
Oh.
Home works the same way. It is an inward direction. You do not travel to it. You simply go there.
That makes so much sense. It is not a building. It is a state of direction. So you drop the preposition entirely. You just say, I go home, or I arrive home, or I come home.
No to, just go home.
Listeners, I want you to write this exception firmly in your brain right now. Picture it in your mind. Say it out loud. I go to wake, I go to the store, I go home.
Yes.
It is a tiny detail, just removing a two-letter word, but getting it right makes an enormous difference in how natural your English sounds.
It proves that you have internalized the strange natural rhythms of the language rather than just reading a textbook of rules.
Wow. We have covered an incredible amount of ground today. We have built the entire foundation of the house.
We really did.
Let's do a gentle, encouraging recap of the journey you have taken with us today. Think about how much English you have absorbed in this single deep dive.
We started in the very early morning, lying in bed. We learned the biological difference between waking up, the software turning on and getting up, the hardware hitting the floor.
We felt the sensory shock of cold water on our face. We discussed the simple, cheap manual toothbrush versus the fancy, vibrating electric toothbrush.
We learned the grammatical law that we must say, I have breakfast, not I has breakfast.
We walked out the front door and learned that we take public transportation, we take the bus, we take the train. We arrived at the office, opened the hardware, and communicated with our nice coworkers.
We laughed at the image of eating a salad like a happy rabbit and understood the struggle of a big, hungry stomach.
We survived the biological tragedy of the 2 p.m. afternoon slump. We learned that since our boss will not let us take a nap, we have to stretch our arms and drink cold water to survive.
We experienced the universal joy of finishing work. We arrived home, remember, no to.
No to. We took off our dirty shoes to protect the clean floor. We put on comfortable, loose sweatpants to signal to our brain that the workday was over.
We became great chefs making chicken, and then suffered the duty of doing the dirty dishes. We relaxed our muscles with a warm evening shower.
And then we explored that beautiful, precise nuance, the difference between physically going to bed to read a book and biologically going to sleep.
And through it all, we learned how to connect these pieces. We defeated the robot problem by using our 4 magic transition words. First, then, after that, and finally.
It is a complete cycle of a human day, perfectly described in simple, powerful English.
And to you, the listener, as you practice these words today, tomorrow, and the next day, I want to offer a reminder.
What's the reminder?
If you use the wrong word, if you accidentally say, I go to home, or if you forget the difference between wake up and get up, please remember, mistakes are your friends.
Mistakes are absolutely your friends. Nobody learns a language perfectly while sitting in silence. You must speak, you must stumble, and you must make the mistake to learn the rule.
Every mistake is just a brick in the foundation of your English house.
Practicing every single day, trying to speak out loud, and sharing the fun of learning with other people is the only way you get better. Your English brain has been working hard for the last hour. It is growing right now.
It is definitely stronger than it was when we started.
So, how do we use this strong English brain tomorrow? Let me leave you with a final provocative thought.
Okay.
A little piece of homework for you to ponder as you go about your day. The source text we explored asks you to write 4 simple sentences about your daily routine using first, then, after that, and finally.
And you should definitely sit down with a piece of paper and do that.
But I want you to take it one step further.
One step further. What is the challenge?
I want you to think about your actual physical daily routine right now in your real life. The habits you do without even thinking. Is there one small habit, one tiny action you could add to your first or your finally, specifically to practice your English?
That is a fascinating idea. You mean physically integrating the English language into the daily timeline?
Exactly. Don't just learn English vocabulary so you can talk about your routine later.
Right.
Make the English language a part of the routine itself.
Think about it. Maybe tomorrow morning. First you wake up, and then before you even get up out of bed, you listen to 1 single minute of an English audio clip.
Yes. Or maybe, finally, in the evening, right after you go to bed, but before you go to sleep, you read 1 single sentence of English text on your phone.
If you change your daily routine just a tiny bit, If you add just 1 minute of English to your first and 1 sentence of English to your finally, it will eventually change your entire life.
You are building that strong foundation, brick by brick, word by word, morning by morning.
First you wake up, then you practice. After that, your brain grows. And finally, you speak with confidence.
First, then, after that, finally. Perfectly said. Thank you to everyone for letting us into your daily routine today.
Keep building that English brain.
We will see you next time on The Deep Dive.